aussi. Pour toi, Seigneur. Ok, j'arrête tout et je m'abandonne à toi. Je tire un trait sur mon passé, désormais je n'appartiens qu'à toi. J'arrête de courir, j'arrête de me mentir. Le seul bonheur qui dure, c'est toi seul qui peux me l'offrir. J'ai rentré dans ma vie et tu as tout chamboulé. Des fois j'ai peur de tout ce qui m'attend, mais tu es là pour me rassurer à chaque instant. Tu me donnes la force de tout recommencer.
I had a culture shock one time. It was when I moved from Atlanta, you know, ATL all day, every day. I moved from Atlanta to Houston. And Atlanta is so different from Houston because Atlanta is like the city, like, you know, the trap city, like everything's close together because it's Atlanta. We moved to Houston. Houston is so big. You know how they say everything is bigger in Texas? It is. Like, everything was so far away. And it's like you have to drive at least 30 minutes to an hour just to get to where you want to go. Like, it's crazy. So I really had to adjust. Another example that I would say was a culture shock to me was moving to different schools. Like, that was a real culture shock for me because I moved schools like almost every year. So like when I started high school, I went to 3 different schools. I started off at a black school, which, you know, black schools, they got a whole bunch of rules you gotta follow and all that stuff. We had to go through the whole like security, whatever, all that stuff, whatever. And, you know, I had to get accustomed to that. So when I left and I moved and went to a charter school, everything was different. Like, I had to wear a uniform and all that stuff. I didn't have to wear a uniform when I was at the black school. I got to wear whatever I wanted because, you know, it's high school. And so, like, I had to adjust to being around, like, people in uniforms and people of different races, whatever, because most of the teachers was Turkish. And even though I really couldn't understand what they were saying, I had to, like, try to understand or try to, like, get help because, you know, they were my teachers, like, and I needed to pass. So that was another culture shock for me. I had to like adjust and try to understand what they were saying and stuff. And the last culture shock that I dealt with in high school was the fact that, okay, I started off at a black school. I went to the charter school, which was like a whole bunch of Turkish people. So from black school to like a whole bunch of foreigners, like Turkish and like, you know, Afghanistan and whatever, Pakistan, and, you know, I ended up graduating from a white school, which I also had to like adjust to because it was different from both the black school that I went to, that I started off with, and as well as the charter school. Like, it was just totally different. Like, the white school, we got to wear whatever we wanted. Like, people was wearing stuff that we wasn't even allowed to wear in the black school or the charter school. But because it was a white school, like, nobody cared how you dressed. You could walk around in some like booty shorts or whatever. Like, they didn't care. And so like I just really had to adjust to everything. And I kind of got like emotional at times because I'm just like, bruh, like, I just felt like I wasn't like getting it or like fitting in or nothing. But then I realized, I was like, I don't have to fit in. I'm doing this to better myself so I can get up out of here and do what I got to do for the future. Like, I don't have to worry about trying to fit in with all these people. Like, no, I believe what I believe, they believe what they believe. Just because they believe something different from me doesn't mean that I have to do what they do. Like, you know, monkey see, monkey do. Like, no, you don't have to do that. If somebody jump off a bridge, I'm not going to go jump off a bridge too. No, I want to live. Like, anyway, that's all I'm saying. Like, culture shock is like really crazy. But you just have to learn to like adjust and also just be yourself throughout everything. Like, even in the beginning stage, be yourself. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be living a lie. You don't want to be living like you like something when you know you don't. Just be yourself. And that's really the only advice I can give you. Be yourself and strive for the best. So that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about today. And
see the chain as it hang, reppin' Shella Swa gang. I do what I want, I'm my own boss. I do what I want, I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss.